Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Film Box Podcast, a movie podcast where each week we reach onto our shelves and revisit the films we own on physical media, whether it's a classic we've watched countless times or a hidden gem we're seeing for the very first time. From VHS and DVD to Blu-ray and 4K, we're taking a look back at films throughout history, good or bad. I'm your host, Aaryn Souza. I'm joined today by my good friends, Connor Jameson and Jasmine Chappaqua. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Good.
And today we're continuing a month of brand new releases by taking a look at Spider-Man Brand New Day from 2026. Let's get into it.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
All right, we are here. We're talking about Spider-Man, the absolute phenomenon that has been sweeping the world. Connor, you've got the shirt. Jasmine, you've got the shirt. I don't have a Spider-Man shirt. But since we've got two bona fide Spider-Man fans here, it's a good thing that my first question for you both is, what is your relationship to Spider-Man?
You can go first.
Okay.
You both did the thing at the same time.
So my relationship to Spider-Man has always been like not removed, but I was always like a huge Marvel fan. So I didn't even discover the Tobey Spider-Man until after Andrews came out. I saw those in the theater because I was just huge on Andrew Garfield. Since then we've grown. But then when Tom Holland came into the MCU, like I got very much interested in it. And then from there, I was kind of like, okay, Spider-Man's like kind of one of my faves. And then that's where it's been. So yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Connor, what about you?
So I think I've said it on the show, but growing up, Spider-Man was always top two just things for me. Like my dad, like I don't even know how he did it. He signed me up for like the comics to come through the mail. And I actually did find them recently while like in the process of moving. I did find like my old collection of the Spider-Man comics, which were kind of sick. I know I've talked about Spider-Man 2 as like my first movie-going experience, which I think I was like 5 when that movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Spider-Man's just always been like one of my closest things to like nostalgia that I have. So it's just a core testament to me, I guess.
Yeah, I've got a couple things, or at least I got one thing that I wanted to show. I have to grab it though, so just give me a hot second. Here on my
doesn't have his shirt, but he has something as he just rambles off into the distance.
So I have this has been in my possession for literally as long as I can remember, and it is the original Spider-Man on VHS, the original Tobey. I used to watch this all the time. And I remember watching it all the way through because you can see on the thing here, it contains the Hero music video as well on the VHS. I used to watch it completely through and then through the music video like all the time. So it's just a really cool thing that I still have. I mean, this thing's got to be like, I've got it. My family got it probably when the movie came out, and we've had it. I've had it ever since. So it's very cool. And also, Connor, you did mention comic books. I've got another thing that I've forgotten to show off. It's not a Spider-Man comic book, but it is pretty sick. I got it at a flea market the other day. It's a Marvel Close Encounters of the Third Kind retelling comic book, which is pretty sick. So it was pretty neat.
That is pretty cool.
Gonna frame that, put it up on my wall. Probably right here, right there. Anyways, that leads me to my next question for you both. Who's the best Spider-Man?
This actually leads to a hot take, so I'm going to save my opinion.
Okay, we'll save that. We'll save that.
I was always Toby. This movie definitely, I think, changed it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
love
continue
Toby.
to talk about that.
Love Toby. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yes. And then I guess, where does this movie rank in the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and then also all Spider-Man?
1.
Yeah, 1 in Tom Holland.
For well, 1 for Tom Holland.
Yeah, 1 for Tom Holland.
Okay.
Sorry.
1 for Holland, and then
probably like 4 for all Spider-Man.
That's pretty solid.
For me, it's 2.
Oh, that's even more solid.
Yeah.
I would say, probably like behind Spider-Man 2 for live action, and then Across and Into.
I don't count those. Well, if we're counting those, then it's 4.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is all Spider-Man.
Fair. I just, whenever it's like Across and Into, it's like I can't count them because they're always 1 and 2.
It's just like a caveat. You just have to say like
after those.
Without
so
the
after
2
those,
S.
if we're doing just live action,
I don't know. Maybe it's a hot take. I like Into the Spider-Verse. I've kind of grown less and less fond of Across the Spider-Verse as it's aged.
Well, see, I'm gonna just hop the Letterboxd thing because I rewatched both of them. I actually like Across the Spider-Verse more than Interverse. Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I think there's so much more juice to that one.
Interesting. Okay,
they're both 5 stars, but.
Well, yeah. Before we move into our letterbox, I've got one last question here for both of you, and that's: should the MCU move away from the large interconnected stories and go back to the single movie ground level stuff?
No, because like this isn't that.
It's closer to it than any of the other movies have been recently.
Yeah, but it's like you have Punisher, you have Hulk, you have Yelena, you have Jean Grey, which leads into the next big thing that they're gonna do post Doomsday. So it's closer than like the No Way Homes and the Far From Home, and
even just the other like recent Marvel properties have been very like interconnected. You know, Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts and all of those. I don't know. I've just been kind of like wanting to return to just here's the movie, here's the story. That's it.
I mean, if anything, I would say Fantastic Four is probably the most grounded within itself, besides like the end credit scene.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. It's a fair point.
I personally like, it's not that like I have an issue with the interconnected thing, but I do think sometimes it does bog the movies down. So like I think this one kind of balances it well, where it feels like it's grounded in its own story, but there's also like the little pieces that like keep it, you know, in the web of the MCU.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
That's a jump into like that part, but like you said, I think it balances well instead of like Far From or No Way Home being kind of like a Doctor Strange movie as well.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we're gonna dive into this movie quite a bit with spoilers. So that is happening. But before we do that, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately, which goes to Jasmine. What have you been watching lately?
So since we recorded on Monday, I have watched exactly one movie.
Wonderful. Very nice.
Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma.
That's very cool.
Yeah. It was very cool. There was a little Q&A after with Hannah Einbinder and Jane Schoenbrunn.
God, that's sick.
Yeah.
That
and
is
Sarah
awesome.
Sherman from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, nice.
Moderated.
Nice.
Because she's in the movie.
Yeah.
So it was it was really cool. I really like their movies. Yeah.
I am looking forward to seeing it. We are, spoiler alert, doing that movie on the podcast later this month. So
You You know what pissed me off though is I already looked to get tickets. I have to drive 30 miles to go see that.
30 miles?
It's just not showing near me.
Oh Christ!
No.
I gotta check my local listings now.
Yeah, but thank God they're gonna show the fucking Ice Cream Man.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no.
Oh no! Coolidge Corner is my closest theater. That's 30 miles.
Yeah.
Oh no! Uh-oh. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah. Well,
But this might be the only time I will do that.
That's fair.
yeah. It's just showing at Boston Common. Oh,
so
boy.
we may be restructuring. We may not be doing that.
Oh, well, we'll reevaluate. We'll evaluate. I figured it would be a wider release. Apparently not. That's a shame.
Yeah, I thought it would too, because especially with the way like movies like marketing it, I really was like, oh, it's going to be everywhere. No.
I'm surprised. That's a shame. Okay. Well, are you drinking anything this morning?
I brought my Toy Story 5 cup back with some water in it.
It's good stuff.
Nice.
I need to clean this out. Maybe I should start using this on the pod. I have the Barbie Beach Ball.
Yes.
So
I need you to
might
start
have to
using
start
that.
using it. It's old. It's needs a serious cleaning.
See, I'm huge on like the popcorn buckets, like the good ones. All right. I'm very specific. But now I'm going to start looking at the cups because I kind of feel like for this podcast, it'd be cool to have like, different cups. The Spider-Man one was cool.
I haven't seen
Didn't
the
get that,
Spider-Man
though.
one yet.
It was like a web.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I also have the Barbie popcorn bucket.
Me too.
The like it's
Car?
the no, I have it's like the Barbie box.
Oh,
like
cool.
a doll box. It's pretty sick.
My theater had the pink car, and then
Mm.
a Barbie doll came with it.
Oh, that's cool.
I gotta find a better theater. I don't got shit. I on their app they're like, hey, do you want to enter it like for this like mystery box? And I entered and I got it, and it was like a Reagan hat
Yikes.
and like
That went right in the
a Love
trash, I'm
Simon
sure.
cup. No, literally, it was a Love Simon cup and then like a Fantastic Four popcorn tin. I was like, oh, you just scraped out whatever was in your storage room.
Yeah, we got to get rid of the extra stuff. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
God.
500 points I can't get back.
Yeah. All right. I have seen, let's see, 3 movies since we last recorded. One of them, actually all relatively new releases. 2020, well, 2 relatively new releases, and then a new physical media release. Started with Devil Wears Prada 2, which I don't know if I mentioned on the last pod or not, but it is fine. You know, just kind of there.
You did mention it.
Yeah.
And you were like,
okay.
it's fine.
It's fine. Still fine. And then rewatched Obsession. Again, might have mentioned it on the last pod, but Obsession's great. Have it on Blu-ray now. It just hits even better at home. And the other day, I needed an afternoon thing to do while I was busy. Watched brand new acquisition, Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. Had never seen Kill Bill Part 2. I had seen Kill Bill Part 1. So I was like halfway into the story. Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair is cool. At points, maybe not totally my cup of tea, but still quite enjoyable. Very long. Very, very long. 4+ hours long. It's a lot. But it was fun. Fun to watch. And I have a sparkling ice plus caffeine that I am cracking open now. Oh, God. All right. Connor, go ahead.
All right. I'll try to keep it quick because I saw the most out of us. I saw Brand New Day twice.
Ooh.
Saw Leviticus because it's out on VOD now. That movie's very good. Then, as I mentioned before, back-to-back watched Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Gave my take on that. I think Across just has more juice. It's just more vibrant. Then I kind of went back in time a bit, even though I hit time travel. I watched The Outfit from 1973 with Robert Duvall.
Oh,
That movie
what
is-
do you think of The Outfit? That's been on my list.
It's on YouTube for free. If you want to watch it, because I saw it's on your watch list. It's so good. It's like such a smooth, like kind of crime thriller about like his brother gets killed because they robbed a bank from like this mob, and then he and his other partner just rob the fuck out of them just for the rest of the movie.
That's sick.
And it's just like, it's so cool just watching Duvall kind of like control every single situation he's in. Then I watched Blood Simple from 1984 from Joel Coen. And I've never really been a Coen guy, but this one was pretty solid. You know, I think the only other movies I've seen from them is just like, No Country and then Fargo, but it's cool to kind of see like the frameworks in this one, because I think this might have been one of their earlier works. I think it's actually just Joel.
It's their first movie, Blood Simple.
Yeah, so it's cool to see like the frameworks of everything there.
Cool.
That's it. I got me Breeze Elevate, which is just like caffeine. It's like a uplifting tonic, if you will.
Oh, interesting.
Splashed in my face.
Okay, well, let's talk about Spider-Man. So, obviously this movie is not out on physical yet. Will we all be acquiring it when it comes out on physical media? Maybe that's what I'll start doing for the movies that are brand new.
Of course.
I will.
I will after I acquire Spider-Man 2.
I also don't have Spider-Man 2 on physical.
I think I have The Amazings, but I don't have any other Spider-Man besides
unfortunately, so do I.
I've got Homecoming, I've got Far From Home, and I've got Into the Spider-Verse, and that's it.
I have No Way Home on YouTube as well. Like I bought it there.
Interesting. If you want to watch it, go watch it in theaters, because that's where it's available right now. So go support you and literally every other person on the planet, and we'll get to that. So if you're unfamiliar with Spider-Man, Brand New Day, it's a Spider-Man movie, but it is also a 2026 American superhero film directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who is most known for the films Just Mercy and also Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is actually an enjoyable film, oft forgotten in the MCU, but I remember having a good time with it. Also wrote and directed the first few episodes, co-creator, wrote and directed the first few episodes of Wonder Man, which was quite well received, just recently canceled by Disney, because Disney doesn't know how to do their job. Written by Eric Summers and Chris McKenna, who they're a writing team who have made such movies as the Lego Batman movie, which is okay.
Great. It's great.
Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. So they've done the other Holland MCU Spider-Man. Also wrote Ant-Man and the Wasp for the MCU. So, okay. Also wrote Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Can I just say something?
Okay.
There we go.
Because the new Jumanji trailer played before the Spider-Man movie, and I've never seen a Jumanji movie. That had to be the most, like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm watching trailer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I felt so old. I just had, like, people were, like, laughing at it, and I was just like, do I need to step out?
They're not even like, they've gotten so far away from the original film's premise that like, it's just not even, I don't even know how you call it the same universe.
Like Alex Wolff is in it. And I was I was just like, what? I thought you guys were in a jungle, but you're in the real world. And I get that that's the premise of Jumanji, but like you were also in a video game.
Yeah.
So
the new Jumanjis are the regular people get transported into a video game and they become The Rock and Kevin Hart and Jack Black and Karen Gillan. And it's like, great. Sure. Whatever, dude.
yeah, it was just like physically, I felt just so out of the loop.
Well, if you thought that was the worst thing they've written, well, they also wrote Ghosted, which is the Chris Evans, Ana de Armas quote unquote action film that came and went and is a pile of dog shit. So, I have some takes, but new thing that I'm adding into these episodes is this movie stars here. I'm going to go through some of the cast. Tom Holland, if you're unfamiliar, is Spider-Man. It also is in the Odyssey, if you're unfamiliar. It was also in Onward, Uncharted, which is not great, but I love the Uncharted video games. So, you know. And The Devil All the Time, which is interesting film. Also stars Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, Fear Street 2 and 3, and The Whale. Zendaya from everything.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Batalon from Tarot and Novocaine, most known for. John Bernthal, has been in a lot. Wolf of Wall Street, The Odyssey, also. The Accountant, Baby Driver, Ford v Ferrari, was also The Walking Dead, and obviously The Punisher and Daredevil. And Tramell Tillman, who's in Barron's Cove, which I like to shout out because that was a local film made in Massachusetts. The movie Sweethearts, which is a fun little rom-com, and then Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning and Severance, the TV show. Cinematography by Brett Pollock, who also shot Destin Daniel Cretton's film Just Mercy, and also shot a few episodes of Wonder Man, and then a lot of really indie stuff. Which leads me to my point of I don't understand how this movie is as good as it is with the crew behind it. I mean, I guess there's like definitely a lot of talent there. I think Destin Daniel Cretton is quite talented, but like Sommers and McKenna, their history is not great.
I want to fact check this. I thought I saw somewhere that what's his name? Justin Kurwitz did some edits on the script too.
Could be. They probably had quite a few different writers. Because this movie started and was being written and started pre-pro during the strike, the Hollywood strikes.
Yeah, he's credited as a co-writer on Brand New Day.
Yeah, so
I'm going to give him a lot of credit on that.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, he
rewrote the script with Cretton during the
Challengers and Queer.
Cretton said Kuritzkis brought a different perspective to Brand New Day after McKenna and Sommers left to go work on Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, writing some of the most beautiful scenes and continuing to work with Cretton until the film was ready for release. Oof.
So we know who to thank.
Oof. That's tough. So that's why this movie ended up as good as it is. Oh man!
When we get to MVP, we know who to thank.
Yeah, actually, I'm changing my MVP. Okay, this movie is distributed by Sony Pictures and released July 31st, 2026, with a runtime of 145 minutes, an estimated budget of $225 million. How much has this movie made at the box office?
Oh, it was at like $1 billion.
Yeah,
3 days ago. I would say like 1.3.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
I'm going to go 1.5.
All right. Well, let's get the most accurate numbers here from The Numbers, which is a great site. 1.2.
Oh.
Is the number. 1.2 billion.
If we recorded this later in the day, it'd be a 1.3.
Yeah.
Literally. So last week we did 2026 already, so I'm not going to ask you for the box office again for 2026, but I do want to ask you where this ranks in terms of films in 2026.
Oh, in terms of like money.
Mm.
Yeah, it's one. I think it's gonna.
It is. It's got to be one.
It's number one.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks. It's number one,
and
it'll still grow.
It's been 2 weekends. We're just starting weekend number 2.
I think it's mogging the whole year. There's nothing else that's going to come out that's going to be able to like overtake it, especially because Doomsday is like so much later in the year too. It has like 2 weeks to get. More than that, I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Especially because it is going to be split with Dune.
And I don't think people are going to go rewatch that as much as they're going to go rewatch Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that Doomsday is going to do well, but part of me is like, I don't know why I need to go see this movie. I just still have zero excitement for it. And I wonder if that's going to, I know it's going to make $1 billion. Is it going to be like super successful? Maybe not. But that is the background of this movie. Connor, why don't you tell us what the people thought?
Yeah. So like with a lot of Spider-Man movie, people love it. Sitting at a 90% with critics, 98% with audiences.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah. Sitting at an 8.1 on IMDb, only a 66 Metascore though.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, I think we could point to this review, 2.5 out of 4 from Brian Tallarico with Ebert. So positive, but not the highest. Like
overwhelming.
Yeah, maybe I would have expected. Who said, well, the cost of both heroism and being different in a society that destroys individuality is common in the world of Men in Tights. It is a bit of an evolution to see them in the Tom Holland version of Peter Parker, one who now understands grief and heartbreak. The problem isn't that Spider-Boy needs to become Spider-Man. Holland proves more than up to the dramatic challenge of the shift, but that the producers and Destin Daniel Cretton seem often scared of their best ideas, underdeveloping too many of them on their way to what ultimately feels more transitional than impactful. Affection for the characters who have been around for 4 movies now goes a long way to holding Brand New Day together, but it ultimately succumbs to one of the biggest problems of the late-stage MCU, the feeling that it's just preparation for more movies.
And that's kind of why I brought the question at the beginning of the film or of the pod of like ground level single movie stories versus interconnected, because that issue has been a big thing for a lot of films in the MCU. It's okay, got to get ready for the next one. This one's just setting up for the next one, and then the next one is setting up for the next one. And then even like Doomsday is this big event coming out later this year that's setting up for Secret Wars, and it's like, enough is enough. Like, just make a movie, make one movie. So, I can relate. I can relate to that criticism.
Yeah.
However,
the opposite review.
I love that. Every time.
Hell yeah.
Our 1 out of 10 comes from Gmatic. I don't know how to say it.
Dramatic.
Dramatic. Who says, studio review bots, stop.
That'll get them.
Studios should really stop using bots to give 10 out of 10 ratings to their own movies. Everything people with low ratings say about this film is correct. It's too long, very boring at times, false logic used for Jean Grey, emotional scenes they really focus on are mostly cringeworthy. This should have been so much more. Worst Spider-Man movie so far. It's not a 1, but I give this just to equalize the score a bit. There's absolutely no way this is a 10 or 8 or whatever. Follow my example and you will see. The score will start getting worse by the time to a more objective one.
I mean, I feel like there's a problem with IP movies where, and this is not going to be revolutionary. This is not a revolutionary thing I'm about to say, but people have predetermined notions of what they think characters and stories and things should be with IP, that like if in the slightest deviation something is different from what people expect, it is instantly a travesty and, you know, not worthy of your time.
I mean, people to this day are still upset that Zendaya is playing MJ, and like when like Sadie Sink was cast. They're like, oh, are we finally getting like our actual like Mary Jane? It was just like grow up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. People there's these stories are meant to be interpreted and changed and created. Like if you want a 1-to-1 faithful adaptation of what some random person came up with in their mind, then like read the comic. You don't have to watch the movie, because the movie is just a new story that's reinterpreting what Stan Lee and those guys came up with all those years ago. I don't know. It's a problem with IP across the board. It's why people were upset with the Odyssey. It's why people were upset. One, to be contrarian, and two, to be like, this didn't match up 1-to-1 with how I thought it would in my head, and therefore I'm angry about it. Instead of letting that challenge your perception of what media and what these things can be, which requires a little bit of imagination and use of brain power, which some people don't have. I'm sorry, but some people just don't have that ability.
No, some people truly need to be spoon-fed,
like
everything.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just that's just, anytime I hear reviews like that, I just kind of that's what I feel. That's how I interpret it. But before we get into the story and start diving into our thoughts, we got to do some Oscars predictions, because this movie is coming out, and for new movies we've been doing Oscar predictions. So I wanted to ask you guys how you feel about this film at the Oscars. This is an interesting one.
Maybe like
I don't think it really gets anything. Maybe visual effects.
I've got two.
I was gonna say like
two potential.
I was gonna say like visual effects and stunts. Maybe
that's
stunts,
exactly what I had.
That's literally
visual
it.
effects and stunts.
That would be it.
Which is interesting, because this is the number one movie of the year, but it is in absolutely no way an awards player at all, which is quite interesting. I always find that duality a bit interesting. But yeah, I've got visual effects and stunts. Visual stunts. That'd be a sick category.
As opposed
so
to
cool.
Emotional stunts.
Emotional stunts. Practical stunts. All right. Well, Connor, why don't you bring us through the brief plot and we can get into what works?
Yep. So after Doctor Strange's spell erased the world's memory of Peter Parker, Peter embraces his life as Spider-Man, fighting from his usual rogues gallery and a new mutant threat, all while yearning for the friends and love he had to leave behind.
All right. So, Jasmine, I'll start with you. What works, since we've been starting with you for a lot of these episodes now? I'm starting with you again. What works for Spider-Man Brand New Day?
So I think a lot of what works is like how grounded it is. I do think, it does have those moments where it's like connected to the MCU, but I think that just making him suffer finally is like a big thing, where he really doesn't have anyone. This is the first movie he doesn't have someone to like fall back on. Someone to kind of be there in some way. He's really all alone. And that is something I think was missing from the character. That's like a very important part of like Peter Parker and Spider-Man in general, is he has to be kind of suffering. And of course he's gone through a lot of things and like had a lot of teary-eyed moments, but this is when he's like there's a moment in this you're watching and you're like, oh, he just looks like he wants to not be here anymore.
Yikes.
He almost did.
Yeah, no, right? Like that's what I took that as too. But I think like that's the main thing for me that really works, is the actual story and connecting it to the character that like we've seen in these movies before, but like actually feels like he's present now. Like it feels like, oh, there's Spider-Man. Like there he is.
It is the most Spider-Man-y Spider-Man of the Tom Hollands. Where it doesn't feel like the other ones are. It was such an interesting place for the other three films, because it was like we are in early stage Spider-Man, but the story and how it's presented is like mid-career. This guy's been a superhero for years and he's, just doing his thing, Spider-Man. Where really this should have been kind of like, one of the earlier films in the franchise, because you're right. He is at his lowest. He's, got no one. He's, I don't know. It's interesting. It's like you said, like now here's where Spider-Man's story starts. Like everything else has just been preamble.
it does kind of feel weird. Like, not that those first 3 movies were like, I don't want to say a waste, but it's kind of like, it is weird that like those 3 movies were basically an origin, and now it's like, this is where everything starts for him.
Right. We had the prologue, 3 movies worth of prologue for the actual Spider-Man story.
Exactly. Like, he's literally done everything that he needed to do, and now it's basically just start watching from here, and you'll get like the Spider-Man you really wanted to see.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. And since we're talking about Spider-Man, we got to talk about Tom Holland, who I think this is his best performance as Spider-Man, maybe his best performance in general of his career. He's really good. I mean, he's just really good in this as this character. It fits his natural energy and persona really well, but I mean, he's just excellent in this movie through the good and the bad times and all of that. He's excellent. He's really solid.
Absolutely.
I think he's great. Genuinely, I think he's always had the potential because he's like very innocent looking and like sweet, and he really feels like a kid. And Tom Holland really, like, he just has this ability of like capturing this like earnest, youthful, like very, very sweet. Like, you feel bad when anything's happening to him because he just has that kind of face.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
But I think in this one, like, he comes into it in a way where it's like, you feel bad for him and you're also like, he's got this. He can do it.
He's what I call a head patter, where it's like you go up to like, that's too bad. You'll get it next time,
you got
champ.
a sport. You got a sport.
Sport is crazy.
Champ.
Go get him, champ.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Man. It's that energy though. It's that like,
no, exactly.
Pat him on the head and tell him you did a good job kind of energy. Oh gosh.
But I do think he really is great in this. I think this is his best performance as Peter Parker and Spider-Man as well. So
yeah,
I agree. It makes me excited too. Sorry, it makes me excited too for what's coming with Tom Holland too, between this and some of the other films that he's been working on. I like Tom Holland. I think he's a talented actor, and I want to see more from him. I wanted him to succeed and continue to have great roles. Once again, it's the head pat. Like, you're the underdog. You got this, champ. Go get him. But like, I want him to do so well.
Yeah, it's crazy too because it's like, sorry,
Nate's going like crazy.
Yeah, I think he's a good actor. It's just he has so much pull with like the studios.
Yeah.
So like the story about how like with the Odyssey cast, like he got them to just show like Lawrence of Arabia on like IMAX or whatever it was.
The 70 millimeter print from the studio. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like with this, I'm stepping on my toes with my category, but like there's a lot of things that he was able to put into this movie that maybe like another actor doesn't have the pull to do.
Yeah. I've got some notes on that too. So
yeah. But kind of not diverting a bit, but one of the things I really like is just how much time we get with him as Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe because we got so much time like fleshing out his Peter already, and we kind of see like, all right, this guy is that was a crazy statement.
Hold on, what? What are we doing with this Peter? Whoa! Good one.
Right.
His Peter Parker.
We've seen him as, I don't even know how to go back from that. I just like, we see him as like, he's got to move on.
No, you're
right.
No, we've spent 3 movies seeing more of him as the awkward teenage Peter Parker than we have as the superhero Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And him coming to terms with a lot of the interpersonal and emotional issues that Peter Parker is going through, and less so as like crime fighting Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I like how even there's a lot of scenes where he's not like fighting crime, but he's still in the suit still.
Mhm.
It's just like, this is what I would imagine like Spider-Man would do, like if he was actually real, like in New York. He would just actually be like, you know, he would walk across the street like in his suit, or he would swing just like downtown or whatever.
Can you imagine a New York City with Mom Donnie and Spider-Man? I mean, it would just be the greatest city in the world. It's such an interesting way that they approach Spider-Man in this movie, and how it and I think it goes back to the being grounded and being that like kind of ground level Spider-Man that they promised. Maybe we can talk about the 100% did they deliver on like the promise of being like a ground level Spider-Man, because you know they have some of that in this movie but not a ton. But it is an interesting pivot. I think just for me, I do want to mention, I think we could probably bring up Sadie Sink as well, since we're talking about performances. I mean, she's just really good in this movie.
Yeah.
She's probably skyrocketing to my list of the she's been on my list of the most talented actresses we have going, and she just continues to go up that list. I mean, I clocked it on Stranger Things. I've been a fan since we started doing the podcast and started writing years and years ago. What is that, over 4 years ago now? Which is, there's just so much that you can find in her performances to appreciate.
Yeah, I always liked her in Stranger Things, but I'm not gonna lie, it was Taylor Swift's short film where I was like, oh, she can act. She can like really act.
I'm pulling that as a clip, by the way. I just can't believe you just said that.
She is really good in it. She acts like opposite Dylan O'Brien. It's really good. She did like a short film.
100% right. Yeah.
Thank you. See?
No, because I think with
I'm not hating.
With Stranger Things, I feel like it's very much like the angsty like kid persona, but with with All Too Well, it's at least like you're playing up to your talent, the talent around you. With that, it's like you're just kind of like you're playing a role basically.
Yeah, I mean, I watched her in the film Dear Zoe play a troubled teen to perfection, to absolute perfection, and I mean, she's just a great actress. She's so good.
Yeah, she has that character locked down. Like, if you need an angsty, troubled teen, dial her up.
And then has been starting to grow beyond those roles too. I hope she continues to like, I don't know. I always want to see these actresses in like make like a really good rom-com. Make like just an excellent, like a When Harry Met Sally rom-com. And it's like, in my mind, if you can succeed at that, you're locked in. You're good to go.
Yeah. No, you're so right. We have one night only, though, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. The more I see that movie, the more I hate it without ever seeing it.
I haven't seen it yet. I still want to see it, but like every single time, like you said, I just maybe not. But Monica Barbaro, I mean, come on.
Yeah, watch
Electric.
it. Not assuming it's a rom-com, just that it's like this weird, like microcosm of like where our society is right now, and I think it's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go watch it from Monica Barbaro.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm interested in at this point. Let's pivot to some of the other things. I just give you like the web slinging, the movement, and the action feels really fluid in this film. There's a lot to like about how they actually portray Spider-Man fighting and moving through the city. That feels a lot more like Spider-Man than some of the other films that we've gotten. Like there's a personality. Spider-Man has always been about personality, and so I appreciate that quite a bit.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, they did a lot of stunts practically. There's a lot of wire work too, which I think definitely stands out. Instead of, I know with like John Watts, he was very much like, he's strayed away from doing a lot of like the web swinging, because he was just like, it doesn't look good if you're just kind of like doing CGI swinging. And then
Wrong.
they were just DDC was just like, all right, cool, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Let me just check on Nate.
Nate's having a time right now. I also they do a lot of really interesting stuff with the story, like you mentioned. It being framed as like this kind of mystery is always interesting and effective. Villain powers are unique and fun and new, which is cool. And then I mean, they actually tried to make this film like a movie and not just like sitting on a soundstage sort of MCU stuff. It was like, we're actually here trying to use interesting camera angles and doing interesting lighting and interesting scene work, and not just throw them on a stage, light them from behind, we'll get it all in post sort of deal. It's so much better this way.
It's definitely the most cinematic of the movies.
I agree.
Yeah, it looks like a movie.
It looks like a movie. That's literally how I wrote down. It looks like a movie.
Yeah, but that's like a major compliment for like the MCU right now, that it actually looks like a movie. So
Yeah.
You know.
Like, I think everything else just felt like sterile almost.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Because it was all just sound stages and everything, but I know they did use a lot of practicality in this, so I think that comes off well.
Well, it's kind of just like when they were filming this movie, and you see like when they're filming on the streets, and you see like the crowds gathering, and it's just like you can see just like what they're going for, and it just really comes off on the screen as opposed to being stuck in a soundstage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's a shame. So obviously, this movie's set in New York City, but it was filmed in Scotland. And I just want to say, we need to get back to getting movies made here in the U.S., which starts with tax credits and making sure that people can actually afford to shoot in our cities. Because, like, when you're shooting a Spider-Man movie in Scotland, we have an issue. Like, there's a problem there. We need people to be able to afford to film in our cities again, because like that's the one thing about how this film looks that I wish was a little bit different, is like New York City needs to be a personality in this film. Much like, you know, when we talked about The Dark Knight, they filmed in Chicago, and Gotham City is essentially a stand-in for Chicago. And it's a character in that movie. And you feel it. And we needed that in this movie, I think, a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. I think like, especially with like Spider-Man and New York, they're synonymous. Like the reason why he is, you know, big and whatever is because it feels like he would be a good New York superhero. He's swinging between buildings. Like you don't just get that anywhere in the country.
Yep.
So, yeah. And also his little accent. So.
He's from Queens.
Yeah.
What else do you guys like about this film?
I like everything they do with MJ, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yes.
I like that she's like a real character and not just a plot device. I think that is where we've never really had that before with MJ. We've always had like MJ kind of helping Peter, but in this it feels like MJ can stand on her own as a character. And also like with John Bernthal, like as well. Bernthal, however you say it.
Bernthal, yeah.
Bernthal. I think he's great in this too. Like
He was
I
very
think,
good.
Again, like they don't ever say the Punisher specifically. They just call him Frank.
Frank.
Yeah, which I love. And I think just the little trio of them working together was really cool to see.
Yeah, there's a really good chemistry between all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
two huge
really,
movie sets. So
Yeah. And 3 really talented actors. So
yeah,
um,
agreed.
I just a fun note. I'm just kind of switching gears on a fun note for a little bit. It's more like I wish what I wish had happened in the film. At the end of the movie, and then we've been spoiling this, so I'm not worried about spoilers or anything. But at the end of the movie, when they have like the I think it's like the mayor or something like that, doing the VO about Spider-Man, after he gets shot. I was just in my mind, I was just like, this should have been Zoran. They should have gotten him to cameo and done it like because he's all out there. I don't know. I'm all in. I'm all in. That's so good. That would have been way better. Or J. Jonah Jameson. That would have been cool too.
Yeah, he's not in this.
No,
surprising
not at all.
lack of JJJ.
But it kind of, again, switching gears a little bit. I like the VMAX red herring that they introduced into this film. It's like a central core of the mystery of the story, and yet it ends up meaning nothing. I think is a really smart plot device that we don't get as often as we should in movies. A good red herring is always effective.
Yeah. Well, it means nothing and it means everything.
Yeah.
In that sense.
It's not like some secret like compound V like formula that they're injecting into people. It is actually just the last thing her sister saw before she died. Is incredibly sad.
Totally agree. I think it's like very sad. And I know like some people were very upset with that reveal because they felt it was anticlimactic. But I think it's like even more devastating. Like as someone with a sister, if like that's what I found out it meant, I would be like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'd be devastated.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my point of, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Keep on.
I was just going to switch gears to Jean Grey as a character, which I think is really interesting. Again, we talked about Sadie Sink's performance, but introducing Jean Grey in the way that they did and the plot device, which is a little cliche of, you know, this character is framed as the villain, but isn't actually the villain, I think is, it's cliche, but it works well for this story. So I was happy with it.
I think it's a good villain for this story, especially because it's like about how Peter's lonely, and then you have this lonely character, and it's just everything Peter's going through with like his change, like the powers changing, everything with her powers kind of expanding. It was a good foil for each other, I guess.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to touch on for what works?
I think we touched on it, but I think this is like the perfect amount of like how you mix other characters in without stealing from your main character.
Yeah.
Like you have basically like a cameo from Yelena just doing her thing, and you have Frank kind of be like a sidekick, not even a sidekick, but like he's just there. You have the Hulk show up and kind of be like I don't even know what to call him. Yeah, he's a plot device basically. But it's never like they're needed to really advance the story. It's more of just like they're there to remind you that they still exist in this world, which I think is the best balance to remind you that. Because like when the Thunderbolts or the New Avengers happen, and it's just like, this is feels like something that Spider-Man should be on notice for.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you kind of knock that out when you're just like, okay, they're here, they're in the loop, but they're all working on their own things, and sometimes those things overlap, and sometimes they don't. As Yelena said, there's small potatoes things and there's big potatoes.
So I've got 2 more things that I really liked. Again, spoilers for the end of this film, but actually shooting Spider-Man is a cool choice. A part of me wishes that they actually let him die. And I know they absolutely never in a million years would have done that. But wouldn't it have been a cool character moment for the hero to sacrifice himself for the person he thought was the villain, who turned out to be the truly the person who was wronged? As like the ultimate Spider-Man move the selfless, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to sacrifice himself to save someone who was wronged. Would have been a really cool moment. I get why they couldn't do it, because Spider-Man makes $1.2 billion in 1.5 weeks. And they need that again in 4 years' time. But it would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Once they introduce Miles, then they can.
Yeah, there you go. And then the last thing that I really liked about Spider-Man Brand New Day is this quote from the Wikipedia that I read here. Says, Tom Holland was inspired by Christopher Nolan's efficient and prepared filmmaking approach and wanted to bring a similar work ethic to Brand New Day, insisting that they have each day's filming planned ahead of time with a clear idea of what the film should be, rather than trying to work it out during filming, and that real practical stunts be performed whenever possible. And I just gotta say, yep.
Yeah. No, literally, I think what's so funny about that too is like he went on like one real movie set after being on like all green screen CGI, being dotted up all the time. Like, and he was like, I have something to say here. And I think that's so funny.
It's, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so funny. Everything he talks about too, like during the Odyssey, he's like, you don't understand. They really did that.
It's like, you made a movie. You made a real movie.
He's like, he used a practical, like him talking about all the practical effects is the funniest thing in the world because he's just like geeked about it. He's like, I didn't know they could do that.
I know you could film with a camera.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, literally. And he's watched, like, I feel like, especially Nolan, like with him going above and beyond for practical effects, versus like going to a Marvel set, he's like, we can't have this here anymore, guys.
Yeah. Okay, let's move to the I'm in moment. What is everyone's I'm in moment?
Spider-Man.
Okay, well.
I mean, yeah, I would say Spider-Man, but also specifically when a hero starts getting like dark moments uncontrollably.
Oh, yeah.
That's my like major I'm in moment, because when that starts happening, I'm like, oh yes, yep.
What he did to Scorpion?
Yeah.
That was like, I sat up.
Yeah.
Whoa, Nate was impressed too. For me, it's anytime a movie has two protagonists that are complete opposites and are forced to work together begrudgingly, I'm in. Any scene that they had with Frank and Peter bickering, I was like, dude, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's so fun.
And like as like a New Yorker too, like watching them fight was so realistic to like watching any two like New Yorker, like that kind of, dynamic
it's the same
go
thing
down.
in Boston too.
Oh yeah, that's what I think. They're just like, and they're asking MJ, they're like, what do you think? I love it.
Okay, what doesn't work? I've got a few things here. So, we kind of touched on it a little bit with the MCUification of these films, where it's like, for me, it's throwing people in when they maybe don't necessarily need to be here. I know, Connor, you said kind of some of it works for you. Like for me, I don't really need the Hulk in this movie. I don't need, even Scorpion doesn't really need to be in this movie. I'd rather it be like a very pure, like, here's the hero, here's the villain, external noise. I think the Yelena stuff, that worked well. That was smart. But that was real small potatoes cameo.
Yeah.
But like the plot line with the Hulk, didn't really need it. Didn't really care for it. I don't know. Some of that stuff just kind of, it's like the MCU, like interconnected universe stuff. Let's brush a little bit of that out.
I think it's like a little too much too, because when they show Bruce Banner with him at the like college, I'm like, okay, no, this is good, this is fine, but I think we should have just left him there. Like that was plenty, and I liked what they did with that. But like then to bring back the Hulk, and I was like, and then also like just let him smash if he's gonna smash. Like we always want to calm the Hulk down. Like if you're gonna put him in it, just let him go for it at one point. And then on that note too, as you were saying, like the MCUification of it, Tom Holland's Spider-Man needs his own villain. he has not had his real own villain yet that's like been memorable in any way. Like, I don't think
Vulture.
Huh?
Yeah, Vulture from Homecoming.
Yeah. But like, again, these villains aren't like, I don't know, like,
we haven't had Green Goblin yet.
yes,
or
that's
Doc
what I'm
Ock.
saying. But
They haven't been iconic.
yes,
Like,
we've had like what was it? Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Okay, you got Jake Gyllenhaal, great. Like, but he didn't. I don't know. They never seem to like have enough effect on Tom Holland. Where like I like the actual villain. Like all his villains, I think are so he'll defeat them and it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, in like the good villains from No Way Home are villains from other movies.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like,
I don't even think he had his own villain.
No, he did
No
not.
Way.
They were
It's
all from the
just-
other movies.
they were all the other
Yeah.
old ones, and I was like, yeah, this is how you know he hasn't had like one good worth it villain.
Mm-hmm. We don't focus on Spider-Man having the physical issues before his evolution. That's explained by the trauma. Like there are multiple moments where he's like having trouble with his like wrists and his joints and stuff that I think is really kind of an interesting implication that's kind of hand waved away as like trauma, but also there's something interesting under the surface there that I think they could have explored a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
What do you guys have?
I mean, for me, it's really just like I want him to have a memorable villain, and there's really just besides that, it's not there's not too much. The other thing, to be fair, is I do like Jean Grey. I like the introduction of her. I do think we maybe push a little bit too much with her, where it's like I understand we'll see her again in the MCU, but she is like I get what they were trying to do with the parallel, but she's like not good. Like she does some really messed up stuff here.
Yeah.
Like you could compare it to like Obsession and like what happens to Nikki.
Yeah, someone does get hit by a moving vehicle.
Yeah. And then it's just like, okay, how are we ever supposed to be like rooting for Jean Grey after like she did all of this? And I get that they were trying to show the parallel, like, well, she didn't have anyone, you know, like this is what happens when you use your power irresponsibly and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still supposed to be like a huge X-Men character.
I think that's also part of the point of the X-Men is like the public does not like them at all. Like that's why Magneto is like who he is like he gets like his band of mutants together because humans don't like him. He's like, okay, fine, I'll kill all the humans then.
Yeah.
But then you have like Professor X who's like, no, we're gonna like find a way to live together. But like Jean is kind of like that linchpin.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good to have like a very morally gray character.
Ha!
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, unintentional. And I don't think the movie is expecting you to just be like, oh no, it's fine because she actually went through stuff. I think the movie does want you to kind of be like, no, you know what? Or maybe not this movie, but I think the universe kind of wants you to be like, no, you know what? It's kind of fucked up that she did that. She did use MJ and kiss Peter without MJ's just like MJ knowing what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting argument. So a couple other things that don't quite work for me. Spider-Man has some good quips, and there are a couple good moments between him and Frank. But like, this movie's not really funny.
I disagree to an extent. I think the physical comedy is pretty good. It's definitely not quippy.
Yeah. Like
as much.
I felt more Spider-Man like his quips that he's rocking when he's fighting people. It's like the one-liners. Those were pretty okay. But like written comedy, it's not that funny. And Spider-Man's supposed to be like a funnier character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also just a kind of a darker movie.
It is a bit of a darker movie. So maybe
But
that's,
like when he's in the pool with Yelena and his toes just like pop out.
See, I didn't really find that funny, but that's just me. Maybe that's just me.
I was definitely not focused on his toes during that scene.
No, me neither. But it's just
it was the mask, right? It was the mask that got you.
100%.
But even like when the first guard is like he's taken he's being taken away in the ambulance and he's trying to like explain to like Spider-Man. He's like, no, I swear I would never do this. I love you. And he's just like, all right, whatever, Ben. The way he just said that, I started laughing.
Fair.
It's like, all right, whatever, buddy.
They don't really expand on Ned's obsession with Spider-Man like at all in this movie. It's an interesting idea that's introduced that could have been, I think, like he could have been a pest to Spider-Man where he's like always trying to show up and see Spider-Man, which is, I think, a really interesting thing that they were like maybe leading to, and then they just don't do anything with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could have been cool.
Especially when like MJ brings him back and they're like just sitting there and I'm like, no, this guy's like got this whole board. Like he would be like not able to sit still and like chill right now. Yep. And then also like that's like one thing, since we're in full spoiler territory, that does bother me a little bit about the ending, which is she says to him, or he has a moment where she's like, oh, good luck, Peter, or something like that. And he's like, Spider-Man's name is Peter. And then later when he introduces himself, he's like, I'm Peter. And he's like, okay, like if you're a Spider-Man obsessed person, that name is like instantly triggering to you to be like, mind. Yeah, you're like, he would have immediately guessed. Instead, they do like the handshake thing, which I like the handshake thing, but I'm kind of like, this obsessed guy would immediately clock like Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That scene where she says like, good luck, Peter. I almost kind of wonder if that was like an accident, kind of like in Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Emma Stone did it. And then just kind of rolled with it because it just made for a good scene.
Interesting. And last thing I have here before nitpicks is Spider-Man's supposed to be poor.
Yeah.
And he's certainly not poor in this movie.
How's he making money?
I don't know.
He's getting like money from the government. They're just like sliding him some money.
Sliding him some cash. He hit up his contact. He's like, hey, I know you got 2 kids, but can I get some money?
Yeah.
Please. All right, nitpicks. It's small potatoes. Oh, do you have more stuff?
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
You look like you were going to say something.
Yeah, no, because I didn't say anything before.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
He didn't get into his big potato problems.
His big potato problems.
Exactly. Well, I wish we saw more of like Peter's day to day, which would explain more of like where because it would have been cool to see like if he started a job.
A la Spider-Man 2.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, is he like starting as a photographer like every other Spider-Man would have? Just doing something. I wish we saw one suit up scene as well. Like, I feel like every single time there was action, we would just see him run, and then the next cut is just him running in the suit.
Yeah.
It's like, this is one of the best suits he's had. One of the best Spider-Man suits, too. One suit up scene.
Put it on.
Especially since it is practical, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing, I don't love Sadie Sink's wig in this.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think it just looks very much like a wig, especially when she is a redhead already.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
She didn't want bangs.
She had bangs,
has
though.
Bangs.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like those bangs.
Yeah.
She looks good with bangs, though.
She does.
And that's all I'm going to say about that. Nitpicks. Or do you have any others? Was that the last thing?
That was it. That was what works in nitpicks all in one, I guess.
Okay. So I got 2 nitpicks. Tom Holland's accent comes in and out.
Yep.
Quite a bit in this movie.
Yeah.
It's not really a problem. Again, small potatoes, but I noticed it very clearly. I was like, oh, it's gone. Oh, it's here. And then again, it's never going to happen in an MCU movie. But this is a New York movie. There is a surprisingly little amount of swearing in this movie, especially if you're going to have the Punisher in there. Like you gotta be throwing some F-bombs around. People are going to be very mad at each other.
They get one.
Yeah.
They get one.
Just go full R-rated just for the language.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, but I wish it would.
I have one little nitpick, which is like MJ, like there's this whole moment where we see MJ's boyfriend and then she just seems deeply uninterested with him other than one little throwaway line later. Where she's like, I should probably let him know I'm okay. And then she starts telling him about the problems and then that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like leave this man.
Yeah. Not a
But
great
make that
relationship.
clear. Yeah. So
It's a good call.
I was kind of just like, if you were going to introduce this, give us a little
That's fair.
something.
That's fair. Well, all right. Let's do best moments. I have for you the opening montage. It's very fun. The tank chase, fun action. The party scene, it's good. Jean Grey introduction and taking over MJ was interesting. MJ and Spidey flirting in the Punisher's lair.
Yeah.
And then the ending. Sacrificing himself and then, kind of moving on.
I would just add that specific, I think my favorite scene in the movie that got me very emotional actually was when he's exiting the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like looking at the kid and it's very like classic Spidey.
Yeah.
And it's very sweet.
Yeah.
And he's just looking around very happy. And then I do think that's a funny moment with Frank when he's like up in the window.
That is pretty
He's like,
Still grunting.
He's
when
like,
when they cut to him and he's grunting and I'm like, that's incredible.
That's,
maybe this movie is funnier than I remember, man.
Yeah.
it's just not jokey. It's just
it's bits, physical
Yeah.
comedy.
that's all I've asked for.
Fair. That is a
I've
good
got a
moment.
couple
I
more.
did. I read something, or someone said something to me about that kid that does the Spider-Man thing is actually that's like Jean Grey.
Yes, I heard that theory too.
I did see that as well.
I like that idea.
Maybe.
I like the concept of that. I also like the concept of it just being a kid who gets it.
Yeah.
Because I think that would
Yeah.
be kind of reminiscent of Spider-Man 2 with those, when he has the moment on the train with those kids just like
Yeah.
handing over the mask.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
What else did you guys have?
Um,
Anything else?
All the swinging scenes, especially when they are like first person or close to first person, pretty sick. Fight that scene where he's fighting the Scorpion and he gives in to like the arachnid. And it's
Yeah.
just super dark.
Yeah.
Fighting the Hulk. That was cool. MJ discovering the note. And
yeah,
that's
that's
kind of like
it's a great moment.
yeah, that was
brutal.
devastating. And then Peter fighting the hand at the end and embracing the arachnid.
Yeah, another cool moment. Oh my goodness,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Nate's having the dogs are having
That's
a time.
that's not me.
Oh, that's not Nate. Dogs are
Nate's,
having a time.
Nate's vindicated.
It's okay.
I think
It's
he's
just that
outside
kind
now.
of morning for the doggos.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Connor, why don't you tell us, would this movie be better with a shark in it?
So I can cheat because there already is a shark in this, and it's that shark energy drink that Ned. Ned has.
Fair.
But I'm gonna cheat because there is a Spider-Man villain whose name is Hammerhead.
Okay, put him in.
He's not a shark, but that's
Well,
his name.
it's close. It's close enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
There's no other place
That
to put
would
him.
be his own villain.
Exactly. He has
maybe a little bit
Tombstone.
lame, but you know.
We don't
Listen,
know.
you want a grounded story.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's pretty grounded.
Yeah, I want a
Him
grounded
fighting the
story
mob.
with Green Goblin, not Hammerhead.
Do you want a mob movie or not? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Spider-Man and like just taking down the mob.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Except the mob just has like a metal plate in his head, so he's kind of like indestructible.
Then they definitely have to let them curse. You can't have a mob subplot without them just
All
like
right, here we go. Spider-Man, the newest of days.
Spider-Man, good afternoon.
Spider-Man.
Afternoon.
Spider-Man, get the fuck out of here, is directed by Martin
I'm walking
Scorsese.
here.
And it's Goodfellas. It's just Goodfellas.
It's him, Daredevil, Punisher.
Okay. Choice category time. Who wants to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
So my category was the Wayne's World Gratuitous Product Placement Award.
Oh, hey, I've got this too.
Yeah. So obviously the easy one is obviously I think it's the flip phones that everyone just has, or the folding phones.
Yeah.
The one I wanted to shout out, and I hinted at it, I don't know if you guys caught it, Bureau, Tom Holland's non-alcoholic beer at the bodega.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Right before I believe it was the tank chase. That's what I was saying when he's like, that's Tom flexing his influence with the studios, being like, we're going to put my non-alcoholic beer right here.
I love that, though.
Not really full in frame, but it's in frame enough for you to like make out that is like one of his beers, not NA beers.
Okay. I've got one of those as well, Wayne's World Gratuitous Product Placement Award. And there's a moment in this movie that you will probably see. Obviously, Spider-Man, big New York guy, living in New York, orders a pizza, right? That pizza is Little Caesars. And I was like, why the fuck did they put Little Caesars in this movie? I'm just going to share my screen here and I'll read it out for the folks listening at home. Well, just in time for Spider-Man Brand New Day is the Little Caesars Webberoni Pizza partnership with Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is a brand new pizza. How is this different than a pepperoni pizza, you might ask? Well, in addition to mozzarella cheese, the Webberoni pizza includes a web of shredded pepperoni and a toasted 2-cheese blend.
How long do you get to go on before this becomes gratuitous product placement? I'm just kidding.
I'm going to keep going. How do I create my own webbed pizza? Add a web of toppings, topping of shredded pepperoni to any pizza. So Little Caesars created a partnership with Spider-Man Brand New Day for this wonderful pizza here. That's just a pepperoni pizza. And then paid money to be put into the movie. And I was like, well, that's really interesting. Will there be any limited time Spider-Man Brand New Day exclusives available? Yes. Newly designed pizza boxes, Little Caesars X Spider-Man Brand New Day posters, an in-app minigame, and the Slice Runner Challenge to earn free delivery. I mean, this is just incredible. The Little Caesars Webberoni Pizza partnership with Spider-Man Brand New Day. And as such, makes Spider-Man choose the absolute worst kind of pizza you can get in New York City.
No, literally. When I tell you, like, that actually annoyed me. Like, first of all, you can't even find Little Caesars in New York. Are you kidding me? He would have had to go out of his way to find that. It's all just small
actual pizza places.
Yeah, so
real pizzas.
That's upsetting.
It cost him more in delivery fees than it did just to get a
100%.
slice. Probably like down the street.
No, it was from New Jersey, and they had to have someone like take the train to get it to
Get
him.
it across the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a theory. It was actually Peter 2, Tobey Maguire, who delivered it. No, it's funny you bring that up because obviously Bureau is Tom Holland's brand. They also have a Spider-Man's branded beer now.
Of course.
So that's fun.
So if you were wondering why Little Caesars is in Spider-Man, well, it's because they paid for it. It's because they paid a lot of money for it. Okay, Jasmine, what's your choice category?
Would this movie be better if it took place in Boston?
Yes.
No.
Nah, no. No, you can't get me with that.
That was why I was like, yeah, no, that has to be my category because there's actually no shot it's better if it takes place in Boston.
Yeah. This is one of a few
Sorry.
movies that I think can't be enhanced by the wonderful, wonderful folks in Boston, Massachusetts.
Sorry.
Mm.
Maybe his accent would be better though.
Well, probably not.
Nope. It would make more sense as to why him and Frank are like at odds,
Yeah.
But
I do
no.
like Mark Wahlberg's rule of Boston accents is you get one chance to impress him with a Boston accent. Otherwise, you're doing a regular accent.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Yep. If he doesn't like your Boston accent, it's gone. It's not happening in the movie.
So it's over.
Oh, God. All right. Hot takes. I'll start you with mine. Tom Holland and Zendaya, I think, are the best Spider-Man and MJ we've ever had. I don't think the
That's
only
an ice
competition.
cold take.
That is
Interesting.
that. I think that's one of your worst takes.
Yeah.
Damn. I
It might
mean,
be third.
I think Kirsten Dunst is a really good MJ in the original, but like Tom Holland and Zendaya they just got something else going. Obviously,
It's crazy because they're married in real life, but they have such good like platonic energy in the movies.
Agreed.
Like it made the rounds, but like there is no moment of like romantic energy that will ever match the upside down kiss from Toby and Kirsten. And they're still making edits of Emma and Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going the complete opposite way because I fully agree with Aaryn that they're the best.
Oh no. I think
Okay.
even if we're just talking from like pure acting standpoint, I would still say they're number 2.
Interesting.
I feel like they're the most realistic though.
Well, I guess technically Emma's not MJ. So it's really just do you like Toby and Kirsten or do you like Tom and Zendaya?
I kind of like Tom and Zendaya better. Although the upside down kiss is iconic.
But I'm sticking with my take that they don't have nearly the romantic energy of those two.
Yeah, I disagree.
I agree with me.
Okay, what's your hot take?
I have 3.
Okay, Jesus. All right.
First one, Zendaya should not be in the next movie outside of a glorified cameo. I think they've done a great arc for her. And I think if anything, you kind of have to just, she said she didn't love him. She didn't remember him. That's fine. If you want to do something kind of like, he just kind of checks in on her, make sure she's safe, fine. But I think you can't undo everything you just established in one movie.
Mm-hmm.
You have to let it marinate. If you want to undo it, movie 6, fine. Not right away.
I'm not gonna lie. On that same vein, I was kind of hoping that the Jean Grey Spider-Man ship was gonna happen because there's a little bit of something going at the end. I think.
Nah, buddy, that's Cyclops territory.
Well, I get it, but Cyclops has Samara Weaving now, so it's fine.
Yeah, but that's after Jean Grey.
Well, we can change some things around. But your larger point, I think, is valid. Of like, this is kind of the moving on Spider-Man, and I think doing something to that degree would actually be a good way for him to move on.
Second one, I think the reason this movie is so much better is because it's basically just Insomniac Spider-Man put to the big screen.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. So much of this felt like a video game. And like you could pinpoint like this tank chase is kind of like that opening action piece that you would normally go through. You have like the when he first meets Tramell Tillman, that feels like, a cutscene that you would have like as you're just sitting there as Spider-Man. Like you can kind of picture it in all the different suits that you would have.
100%.
You have like the Hulk and the Hand are like those big fights that you would have right before the end. And then like that confrontation with Jean is like the big ending. Everything just and like all the phone calls he had with the Wolf is kind of like those moments you'd have when you're swinging, just kind of doing side quests and whatnot. everything just felt like instead of trying to do your own story, it was like, let's just do the video game.
And I gotta say, the Insomniac Spider-Man is an amazing video game. I've started playing Miles Morales again, and I'm going to be playing Spider-Man 2 as well. So those games are phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Last take. We are living through the peak of Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman castings, and they all have their own kind of not unique, but like they have their own peak kind of music cue with them. Like you have Pattinson with Something in the Way, Core and Sweat has Punk Rocker, and now you have Spider-Man and that loser from Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When that started, I was like, yes, let's go.
that fit him to a T.
Yes.
Okay. Jasmine.
My hot take is I don't care if him and MJ end up together by the end of it. If they have many more movies together, because as much as like I do love them together and they are very adorable, I don't need them together for her impact to be like present in his character and in the story.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, this is the moving on Spider-Man, and I would love for them to stick with it.
Yeah.
I think ideally, if I had my way with it, you have Spider-Man 5. That's kind of like you introduce someone else, whoever. Maybe you have your own Gwen Stacy, you have like a Black Cat, someone else for him to kind of get with. And then you have Spider-Man 6, you introduce Miles, you kind of let him be Spider-Man, and then maybe they get married in the movie and he retires.
Interesting. Okay. It's never been cooler. We ready for this? So, Spider-Man swinging through New York City. Never been cooler.
Spider-Man 2, when it's like the reflection in Doc Ock's goggles.
Ooh. I also...
And also Andrew.
Fair. I also have the Insomniac games.
Oh, yeah.
They're so good.
I will give you part of that, though. I think the thwip sound has never been done better.
There you go.
Yeah, I listened. I was like, I saw clips of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that thwip was like kind of disgusting.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree.
Oof. How about a movie villain having bangs? Ooh, it's just a fun one. Sure.
Okay. I'm sure I can think of one, but that's sure.
Off the top of my head, I can't.
Sure, right? Spiders. Just spiders.
Oh, Harry Potter. Man. They're pretty cool in Harry Potter.
That's a good pull.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, that's a good pull.
Arachnophobia. World of the Spiders.
Yeah. Okay. Little Caesar's Pizza.
Never been cool.
Wasn't even cool in this movie.
No. Actually, there's that TikTok where, I don't even know if it's a TikTok. It was just a meme of like, Little Caesars is pretty good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you it's bad.
Honestly, I just think Little Caesars like own marketing thing is cool on its end, where she's like pizza. Don't know why it's like.
You want to know why? I actually know why it's 2 pizzas, because back when they started, they used to do 2 pizzas.
Oh.
Like when you'd order, they would send you 2 pizzas. So it was pizza because that was their whole thing. They stopped doing that, kept the tagline. So Little Caesars can't even commit to the bit.
Little Caesars.
So it's definitely been a lot cooler other times. Like the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Fake science.
Oh, no. Big Hero 6. I always think Big Hero 6's fake science is really cool.
Project Hail Mary.
Also very cool. And then finally, married couples playing love interests in a movie.
It's another one where like I don't care for people in real life, so I don't know any of.
Isn't Kirsten Dunst and Jesse
Plemons?
Yeah, they're in a movie together.
Power of the Dog.
But I don't think
that's how they got together.
Oh.
Let's see. A
Mr.
Quiet
and Mrs.
Place.
Smith?
Quiet Place.
Nah,
Yeah,
I think this is cooler.
Yeah.
Imagine looking at your like person who you just married and being like, I don't love you.
Yeah, that's tough.
Those tears were real.
That was crazy.
When he saw her kiss that other guy, he jumped for real.
No,
He
he
was like,
really
"Whoa,
did. He
what's
was like,
happening?"
actually, yeah.
Man, imagine how he felt watching the drama or Challengers or any of the other ones.
He was like, yeah, good job, Zendaya.
Him watching Dune being like, it's him and the 3 Spider-Man meme, but it's just him and Timothée Chalamet.
I feel like he's fine with Timmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He's
feel
like,
like they're vibes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Overboard, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. That's how they met.
Nah.
Married for 41 years.
Never seen it.
I think it's also
I don't know if
because
it's cool.
I personally really like these two together. Like
Yeah.
they don't show us much of their personal like life, but whenever they're together, I'm like, they're just so cute.
Well, I got the ultimate one. How
Oh.
could we forget Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Oh man, in Scooby-Doo,
yeah,
you're right. They're
Scooby-Doo.
cooler. They're way
Yeah.
cooler. Sorry.
Yeah. How could we forget the ultimate power couple?
Damn, not Fred and Daphne.
Charlie Heaton and Natalia Dyer?
Nah.
Dyer?
Mm-mm.
Are they married?
Pass? They're in a long-term relationship, if not married.
I wanted her with Steve at the end, so no.
Yeah, fair. No, yeah, we can't get better than Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah
Nah.
Michelle Gellar. Okay, what prop are you taking home? No one wants to start.
No,
I'll start.
I was waiting.
I've got like 5 different options. I've got one that's kind of a meme that I kind of want to. I'll talk about after. But how about the drawing of Ned and Peter that MJ does?
That's cute.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I want Ned's board.
Just all of the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, I want the like crazy looking board. I think that'd be a really cool. Yeah.
Just the was it Always Sunny?
Yeah. Cause I've always loved that like aesthetic and that look. But I'm not doing that.
I don't want to put the effort in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Just give it to me. I'll keep it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I did that. No, I didn't.
I'm gonna take the shark energy drinks.
Okay,
Nice.
that's fair.
Just gonna
Yeah. When
frame
I
them.
saw that, I said, oh, Connor's gonna have a blast with this.
Yeah. No one wanted to go for a bottle of the incredibly blue bathwater in the sauna. The most blue
The
water
slurp
I've
juice.
ever seen.
Are you asking me if I want a cup of Florence Pugh's bath water right now?
I'm surprised you didn't take that.
I mean, to
I
be
have it written
fair,
down, but it was more of a meme than anything. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the
just
most blue
convince yourself
water I've
that.
ever seen.
would I buy the Dr. Squatch soap of that? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right, MVP of the movie. I had Tom Holland, but I actually think it's Justin Kuritzkis after further review.
Since you said that, I'll stick with Tom Holland so he still gets some flowers.
There you go.
I'll go with Justin.
Yeah.
Just
There
because
we go.
again, I
see, we had to give him a little bit.
Yeah, I do think for how much he probably had to fix.
Yeah.
This
Apparently
probably
he
would've
was
been
the one that wrote the scene with May and Sadie Sink. So
Heartbreak. Okay.
yeah.
Still. Fine. I'll still give it to Tom.
After further review, the ruling on the field has been overturned. It's Justin Kuritzkis. He's the MVP.
First down.
2-1.
Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of our review. And as always, we've got to do our final scores. So, Connor, I will start with you. What is your final score?
I'm gonna give this a 4.5.
Oh, wow.
I really
Okay.
enjoyed this one. Something that's been, I've been thinking about it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I do think this is the best of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I think it's one of the better live action Spider-Man as well. I personally liked how they handled pretty much everything. I just had those minor nitpicks, and yeah, maybe it was a bit long too, but I truly did not have a problem with the runtime at all. So 4.5.
Nice. Jasmine?
I'm going 4.5 as well. I did really like this movie a lot. I do plan on watching it again when they do eventually get an IMAX screen. So I really liked it. I think it's like second for me in terms of Spider-Man, and it did like end up taking Tobey's place as my favorite iteration. Tough. But I mean, I think it's a really good movie. I think overall it is also, it got me excited about the MCU again. Because I've been waiting, because there's been like one-offs here and there, but this is like, okay, if we are really moving forward with these kinds of movies still, I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They needed to prove they could make a good Spider-Man movie for me to like trust them again.
Fair.
If that makes sense.
Fair.
Yeah.
I a little bit lower for me than you guys are, but still very good. Just like a flat 4. I like this movie a lot. I have some issues with it that we've talked about, but there's a lot to really like about this story and about Tom Holland Spider-Man and how that relates to the larger story and the practical stunts that they're working on and the good visual effects and the interesting camera work are all major pluses for me. There's great chemistry across the board in the performances, so I like it. This is probably my favorite of the Tom Hollands. It's also probably one of my favorite Spider-Man movies in general. So I'm definitely going to be rewatching this for sure. So that brings us to an average score of 4.33, which is number 22 on our list, tied with Star Wars Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith. So I think it's a pretty good spot for it. And then just below Zodiac, which also I think is a pretty decent spot for it.
Didn't want it above Zodiac. I'll give you that.
Man, my ranking stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I don't know how you gave Zodiac a 3.5. That's crazy work, man.
It's deeply upsetting, my guy.
Yeah, deeply upsetting.
Sorry.
When the other scores are a 4.75 and a 4.8. 3.5.
It's a good, it's still above average.
We're back to litigating Zodiac. No, we can't do that. Go listen to that episode for that. So that brings us to the end of our episode. Next week, I think we're doing Tony. I think that's the movie that we're doing. This is the new Dominic Sessa film directed by Matt Johnson. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Share with your friends. Let us know you like our content. Let us know you think we're doing a good job and you want to keep listening. We've been doing this for over 4 years now and almost 190 episodes, which is absolutely absurd to say. So thank you for listening. You can follow us on TikTok, Filmbox Podcast. You can follow Jasmine on TikTok. She's been making a lot of really great content. That'll be linked in the show notes as well. Go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com. You can go to our other socials. You can also go to our Letterboxd accounts to see what we're watching, when we're watching. You don't have to wait for each episode. And with that said, that is going to do it for this episode of the Filmbox Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.